Welcome to the channel. In this session, Larry will be preparing amazingly delicious New York strip steaks and baked potatoes in the air fryer. It's a recipe definitely worth watching. So let's go. This is a Larry Under Pressure production.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry and welcome to the video. In this video, I'm fixing air fryer, steak, and baked potatoes. The air fryer that I'm using is a dual air fryer that you can cook two different items in it at the same time. So that'll expedite the way I'm going to cook. So I'm going to start the baked potatoes now and let them cook for a while. They're actually going to cook at 360 for about 45 minutes. And then I'm going to start the steaks later so they all finish about the same time. It's a real cool way to do things, but if you don't have a dual air fryer, mine's a Ninja of course. If you don't have a dual air fryer, you can do the baked potatoes in the regular oven or do them first in the air fryer and then let them rest while you cook the steaks and it won't hurt a thing. I'm doing this video tonight in particular in response to a request from one of my buddies I work with. He wanted me to demonstrate a take on doing some air fryer steaks that taste good. Do these taste like they're done on the grill outside? No, they don't, but they're really good and they're very flavorful and I enjoy them. So I'm going to do them and let everybody see what they think. First of all, we're going to start with the potatoes and we're going to prep those. One way to keep the skins supple and where they're very pleasant to eat is to oil them. So let's spray them, and I'm using avocado oil before we put them in the air fryer. There's the avocado oil, and then I'm going to sprinkle coarse ground salt and pepper. And the link to the salt and pepper that I use, which I think is the best made, will be in the information below this video. There's the salt and pepper. It just adds a little bit of flavor to the skin. I eat the skin. I think most people do. It's good for you and it tastes delicious. Okay, I'll move the camera over to the air fryer. We'll put the potatoes in and get them started. So I'll be right back. Here we are at the Ninja. Let's go ahead and first of all get the potatoes in. There's one and there's two. You can see these bins are not quite as big as they are on most air fryers because we're going to be cooking two things at the same time. So let's turn on the Ninja. We're going to use drawer 2. We're going to put it on air fry and we're going to do 360 for 45 minutes. Start and we'll let it go. We'll check back in on them in just a little while and then we'll get the steaks prepped and ready to go in for their cook. We still have some time left on the potatoes, but we're going to go ahead and preheat the other side of the Ninja air fryer for the steaks. So we're going to preheat it to 400 degrees for 20 minutes. We're actually only going to cook them probably for about 6 minutes on each side, but we're going to preheat to 400. So we've got it to 400. Let's get started. And now let's go ahead and marinate the steaks so we can get them ready. These are 2 New York strip steaks, and what we're going to do is real simple. We're going to use some olive oil. We're going to put a little olive oil on either side, and we're going to rub that around. That's going to be our binder for the spices that we're going to use. And then we're going to use some Italian seasoning, and we're going to shake that kind of generously on there. And lastly, we're going to use my coarse ground salt and pepper. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side and we'll let them sit there until it's time to get them in the air fryer. It's time to put the steaks in, so let's go ahead and put those in that we've marinated. and we'll let them cook for 6 minutes and turn them over to the other side. They fit in there just perfectly. We'll let them go for 6 and then we'll turn them. The potatoes are done, so we're going to go ahead and take them out. Check them. Yeah, they feel like they're perfect. Take them out and let them rest a little bit. I'll be back in just a minute and we'll flip the steaks. We're going to flip the steaks over, and also we're going to temp them because we're looking for an internal temp of 135 for medium rare, which is what I like. And we don't want it to get quite to 135 because they'll continue heating, gathering a little bit of temperature after we take them out as they rest. So we've got them turned and they're looking right. Let's see what the temperature is just for curiosity sake. 110, 116. They look like they're doing just about right. So we're going to let them go for about another 5 minutes and then we'll temp them again, and they should be at about 130, which would be perfect. Let's check the temp on these. Yes, they're perfect. Let's go ahead and get them out of here and put them on a plate to rest, and then we'll go to the next step in this cook. Sure do look good. Look how nice and brown they are. Look at these absolutely beautiful steaks that just came out of the air fryer. Now what I'm going to do while they rest for about 5 to 10 minutes is I'm going to put a marinade on them that I've made out of butter. I'm using a 1/4 cup of butter, a clove of garlic that's been minced, a teaspoon of fresh rosemary chopped, a teaspoon of fresh thyme chopped, and a teaspoon of fresh parsley that's chopped. And I'm going to spread that on these steaks to marinate, and the butter and those herbs are going to give it the most incredible flavor you've ever seen. So let me get that on there real nice. And then we're going to let them sit. Then we'll cut one, take a look at it, and take a taste. They smell so good it's making my mouth water. I don't know if you've ever used butter on steaks, but butter on hamburgers or steaks or any kind of beef really enhances the flavor. And these herbs, these fresh herbs that are chopped up in this, make a huge difference. Okay, we'll let those sit for a minute and then we'll come back and give them a taste test. We've let these rest now for about 10 minutes, and it's time to take a little cut into one and see what it tastes like. I can tell you from the smell and from the looks of it that it's going to taste amazing. Let's see. Oh, look how nice and pink. Perfect. It's medium rare, just like I wanted. Oh, wow. It's unbelievable. Taste absolutely unbelievable. We'll plate this up and put it with the potatoes and be back in just a minute. There it is. Doesn't that look great? That steak's perfectly cooked and the potatoes loaded with butter and sour cream and cooked perfectly as well. What a great meal. all done in the air fryer, and it really didn't take that long. I challenge each of you to give it a try and see what you think. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel in the information down below. There's also a full recipe below that you can print on your printer so you'll have it for your reference. And that recipe will show the internal temperatures that you need for the different levels of doneness. For instance, for the medium rare, 135, medium is 145, medium well is 155 degrees, and well done is 160. But you don't have to remember it because it'll be in the information down below. Also, there'll be links to items like the air fryer that we use on the channel that you can purchase through the channel, and it helps us, but it doesn't cost you anything extra other than if you just bought it straight through Amazon. Thanks again for joining us. It's been a pleasure to cook for you, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next video.
Thank you for joining us for this session. If you're already a subscriber, you know we love you and are always glad to have you back. If not, please subscribe below and show your support for our channel and the work we do. Also, there's a printable recipe for this cook below, along with Amazon purchase links for many of the items Larry uses on the channel. Thanks again, and take care.